I'm Jill Langhals, Manager of Compensation Services for Employers Resource Association. Thanks for joining me for episode 2 of our series on pay compression. So let's talk about some scenarios where pay compression is acceptable. Managers and their subordinates. There's the traditional school of thought that a manager should always be paid at least 10% more than their subordinate. But if an individual contributor is in a highly specialized or highly technical role and their manager is more operational, it would be perfectly reasonable for the manager to be paid less than their employee. Or how about a manager who lives in a lower cost of living area overseeing an employee who lives in a higher cost of living area? This is probably something we'll start to see a lot more of with the increase in remote work. Another type of pay compression that has been traditionally frowned upon is having a new hire make the same amount as a longer tenured employee. But that should be considered based on the type of job and whether the new hire brings with them significant outside experience. If you hire a new accountant who has 5 years of experience from a previous role, then there's no reason that your current accountant who's been working at your company for 5 years should be paid any more than the new hire. We want to reward all experience, not just tenure with the organization. And that brings me to another point. Some jobs have a much shorter learning curve than others. For example, a cashier should be perfectly proficient in the job within about 2 years. The job requires knowledge of how to operate the cash register and skills in speed and accuracy of scanning products and customer service. Once an employee masters all those things, they're fully proficient in the role, and there's not really much more they can bring to the position. So it's not necessary to pay that employee far above what new hires to the same role receive. Pay compression between perceived career levels is another traditional cause for concern. For example, a job that requires a college degree and a couple years experience may no longer be paid as far above a technical type of job that requires a high school diploma and a bit of experience, since pay rates for entry-level jobs are rising. But consider this: what makes a job valuable to your organization is what work it performs and the supply and demand of people to fill that job. If your company makes widgets, then the most important job for you to fill is the one that actually makes the widgets. Without that, your business can no longer support any other jobs. Production and technical jobs are in high demand, which means the price to hire them has increased. The demand for a junior financial analyst, for example, is not as high right now. So seeing the wage gap between those types of jobs close a bit is acceptable. Additionally, higher level jobs often have greater autonomy, flexibility of work time and location, and often better working conditions than entry-level jobs. So they're rewarded more greatly in ways other than just base compensation. It's important for your organization to identify its critical roles and skills and focus the budget on rewarding those employees appropriately. Please join me next time when we'll discuss where you should be spending your compensation dollars instead of on unnecessary compression adjustments. See you next time.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.